Hello Aries, welcome to your soul mission reading for mid-June till mid-July 2025. So this is going to be like suggestions, okay? If something doesn't resonate for you, it may resonate for someone else. So just keep in mind that what we put forward through these readings is just some more ingredients that we can throw into the cooking pot of possibilities, okay? I did draw some oracle cards for you as well. So let's look at those because I was, very similar themes. We had this card jumped out first of all, which was the Joan of Arc. And she is calling us to open to speaking our voice of truth here. It also says stand strong, focus on your purpose or your mission, okay? Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. And I think many of us might be going through this. There may be aspects of our mission or our purpose here that we feel we keep questioning in these aspects, or we're doubting them, or maybe we have some fears around, is it going to be received? Are people going to think poorly of us if we speak up? So there can be, fear of judgment, fear of persecution as well. And this can come from past lives. And Joan is here to help us. I did read from the book briefly, and she was a teenager when she assisted a certain country to, work towards preventing dominance of another country over, I think it was Germany and France. She is here to help us to speak our truth, okay? And then on the bottom of the deck, we also had Lady Venus, which is a really beautiful master from planet Venus. Really beautiful high frequency energy as well. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So not only are we tapping into our own inner truth, but we are receiving downloads about some other truths that are out there. But I think also this is the energies we're receiving are giving us permission almost to speak our truth. Okay, so and this of course is going to filter into what you decide to do with regard to your soul mission or your soul purpose. And also I did just write a couple of notes on that, is that our purpose or our mission can change throughout life. Okay, it can also develop, evolve and grow as we grow, and it might be something really simple, okay, that you do, or it might be a way of being or a way of feeling that you are wanting to really embody. It can also be multifaceted. So it might be, for you, it might encompass a way of feeling inside you, but then there might also be things that you manifest, that you do outwardly, that you share with others, that are part of your mission, that you resonate with, okay? And this, of course, can be things that we do through our job, through our career, or through our side hustle or our business, okay? So I think mission is, I think many of us, I think I'm not the only one when I sort of think that, when I say that, I've had lots of different jobs and careers throughout my life, and I feel like I've been trying to search for something, for the one, and but I think it has eluded me perhaps until recently. So I think many of us are going to be sort of going through, as we awaken to our truths about ourselves, we're going to be stepping into the things that we need to be doing that resonate with alignment for us. Sanat Kumara Light Activation is another card that was actually directly under the Lady Venus cards on the deck. Underneath here it says shine your light. So yeah, unapologetically shining your light, okay? And your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear, folks. Okay, so this is about trusting. It's about trusting our own inner guidance with regard to what we feel that our soul mission is, and you know, allaying and dissolving these fears here that Joan is helping us to process. Okay, if Joan of Arc resonates with you, you know, definitely call upon her. When I was shuffling this deck and this card fell out, I sort of read this here, and it was like, because Spirit was kind of guiding me to do career readings today, and when she sort of was saying here, and I focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. I'm just like, I feel like this is like almost a collective reading, okay? But Aries, okay, we're just going to keep it for you for now, but obviously spread the word. So, yeah. Now, if any of these guides here have resonated with you, you know, please call upon them, and they're probably present to help us with this reading right now as well. But let's also call in, as they are ever present for us, any other archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, and of course our higher selves to assist with this reading. And yeah, let's see, Aries, with regard to your job, career, side hustle, or business. That's what this reading is going to be focusing on. We're setting that intent from the outset. Just see what's going to jump out here for the center. Wow, strength. Really nice. So this is a fire energy, okay? Moving forward with your passions, with strength. Really nice, you know, way to start there. And yeah, let's see what else is going to come in. We'll just grab one more to jump or flip. There we have it, the Fool. Okay, so this is having the determination, perhaps Aries, to make a leap of faith. Wow, underneath the Sun as well. I'll just flick through these quickly, Page of Wands, and then we'll look at the reading as a whole. I don't read reversals. Okay. Five of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, always good to have in a reading, the Magician, and wow, Hierophant. Really nice, Aries. This is looking awesome. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Another great card. Okay, so I'm just going to pause for a moment and get another feel for these cards. Okay, Aries, you are a fire sign, and the center of your reading here is basically fire. It's literally on fire, okay? And not only that, but we have the airy Fool here to put more fuel to that fire, okay? You have Wands, you have the Sun, and you have strength. And there is a lot of passion and drive and inspiration I think you're feeling at the moment, which is just awesome, because I feel like there's something that you're wanting to jump into or start up, you know, regards to, you know, job, business, career, side hustle. And it's looking here, Aries, like you have the strength to do this. You have the ability, or maybe there are some things that you are honing at the moment so that you're going to be able to take this leap of faith into, you know, another aspect of your mission, which, as we said, can be multifaceted. It's not that one job that you do for your entire life is the be-all and end-all of your mission, okay? Possibly, but unlikely. Because, as I said, sometimes things change over time. So, I mean, the other possible explanation for this, if it resonates, is that you're in a strong position at the moment, and maybe there's something that you are kind of wanting to do, but you feel is a bit risky, like you're not really sure. But I think the energy underlying the reading here is the Sun, and this is kind of, I think you're feeling it's going to be an activation of your inner child, okay, of happiness and joy for you. And I think you, perhaps in the past, you have started things up, okay, and I think you've done things successfully. Like you're generally good at whatever you take on, Aries. You've been good at what you've done, okay, and you do it to the best of your ability, and people see that, okay. So you do have strengths there. What's coming in is, this is honing of your abilities. Maybe you're going to be learning. This could be sometimes this is talking about competition, but I think in the light of these other cards here, given that you have the Ace of Wands coming next, it's sort of like there's going to be a process of maybe learning, honing your skills, and as a result of that, you're probably going to, if anything, get more inspiration from that. Okay, you're going to feel like, yeah, you can do this thing, whatever that is. And yeah, this is also potential for growth, development. Yeah, so this, it's a little difficult to tell from this reading whether we're talking about a major career. It doesn't look like anything is, well, the fives can talk about change, but it's more like an up-leveling. It's more like a development of something that you're already doing. It's looking to me like you're adding in something. Okay, so I don't get the feeling from this reading that you are dropping one job or career and taking on something else. I get the feeling here that you're adding something in, okay? But, you know, I mean, you could be making decisions here, given you have the Queen of Swords. Maybe you are making some decisions about, you know, if there's something new. And we did say new beginnings with the Fool. So, you know, could be a job, new career, new business or side hustle, okay? But whatever it is, it's going to be really inspirational for you. Now, this can be talking about, sometimes it's about external influences, but I sometimes like to think of it as the conscious conditioning that we've sort of been conditioned from the outside. So there are people around us that we have kind of led to believe that maybe, you know, you should be focusing on creating your legacy, creating financial wealth, financial abundance, okay? Or this is talking about the need for you to really ground yourself. We have a lot of fire and air here. The only other earth card we have is the Hierophant, and we don't have any water. We have a little bit of water in the Queen, okay? There's a little bit of, you know, I guess emotional aspect to this. But this could be saying this is the Tree of Life design here. So just to kind of remember to ground, and that if you are, you know, I mean, it could also be that, you know, you're going to get financial abundance coming from this thing, whatever that is, and maybe there's support around you to do that. It could also be that maybe there's some family or friend that's going to help you with this venture. Whatever resonates there, Aries, okay? There's a couple of different options there. Here we have the Magician, which is air, so really awesome. But I think you're really wanting to, this is your, like, a hope that you're wanting to really dig deep and to sort of really explore your inner resources. And this is what we are doing here. Inner truths are being revealed. You know, deep insights are coming from heaven, okay, in the astral realm. But we're also, you know, we're grounding and focusing on our purpose, our mission, and, you know, our reason for being here. Also shining our light as I'm just reading directly from the oracle cards that we have for you here as well. So shining your light, and this is like the center, shining your light here, okay. We have all this yellow in your reading, the sun as well, which is awesome. So yeah, really activating your truth. Here we have the Sword of Truth, okay, communicating as well. Now, Aries, I feel like this is a really, I think you're going to be, it's feeling like it's something spiritual, creative, okay, creative and spiritual. And if it really resonates with you and you kind of really enjoy doing this, whatever it is, it's going to be really beneficial. This is a really nice card because it's earth energy, but it's also spiritual. It can talk about traditions, but I also like to think of it as, you know, for you Aries, this being this intermediary between spirit and matter. Okay, so you are probably going to be able to bring down spiritual downloads and insights and understanding from the higher realms. Okay, And then you're going to be able to, you know, speak that truth, speak those truths that you are. This is the voice of truth here, Joan of Arc. You're going to be able to really bring those things down. And yeah, and not only that, Aries, I think what you're doing now is that, you know, you're learning to trust that inner voice, trust your inner guidance. And I think this is what the Queen of Swords is here to talk about as well. She's holding her sword of truth, and here we have the, you know, this could be the staff of power or the staff of light, whatever. But this is, you know, you activating compassion, you know, so resonating with love, but also speaking truth and just being really connected. This is air, okay, air and water together. So that is really nice. And I also had this, for some reason, this thing about air and water sort of dropping in was that, you know, when we boil water, when we add the heat, when we add the fire, okay, the water becomes steam, okay, and it spreads. So I feel like you are going to be spreading your insights, Aries. You're going to be spreading your insights, your downloads, your understanding, and you're going to be sharing it, okay, with others. And, you know, if that's resonant for you and you feel like that's part of your mission, then, you know, this could be confirmation for you with regard to that. But yeah, very spiritual, okay, lots of fire, lots of wand energy here. So I feel like maybe you even feel that you're really in touch with your guides, you're in touch with your higher self. And the Fool can also be talking about higher consciousness, okay, just feeling at one with the universe. And here you are. I think you've overcome a lot, Aries. You've really overcome, you know, you've tamed yourself, you've overcome some conditioning, you've overcome some challenges and difficulties. And it's almost like this, you know, you're just freer now. I think you're feeling much freer to be yourself and to step into your mission. So, you know, I hope that's been helpful. Yeah. So I look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, we'll wrap it up there, I think. In the meantime, have a great day, great week. Oh, actually, yeah, I did just want to pull a sacred forest oracle for you to finish up here. But some really powerful major arcana here. The Fool, Strength, Sun, Magician, Hierophant. You know, a lot of, you know, I think you're getting a lot of spiritual help at the moment. Success. Beautiful. And that's what you're looking for here, Aries. And I think success in, you know, every sense of the word, and Six of Wands is sort of saying that as well. But like we said, I think most things you do, Aries, you do well, and you are good at whatever it is that you do. So this isn't going to be no exception, okay? Whatever it is that you take on, you will be good at. So I hope that's been helpful. Look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, great week, and we'll see you again soon.